Thank you.
Yes.
And we're live, guys.
Is somebody supposed to say welcome?
And that's Rich Voss talking over fucking everybody like an old man.
I couldn't. You weren't. Mike didn't have you turned on.
Sorry, Voss. Robert Kelly, Comedy Cellar Nightly. Welcome, Estee. We got Noam. We got Erik Rivera with some crazy hair. We got Andrew, the new king of the block, Schulz, and Nipsey Russell, everybody. Give it up. Oh, did I fuck? I read the name wrong. I'm sorry. He's glad. I got to get a new glad. I got to get
Nipsey Russell. All right.
What's happening, Don Davis? What's happening?
What's up, bro?
How's everybody doing tonight?
Oh my, you look incredible, Bobby.
Bro, you are, what are you, like an iPhone 11? That's portrait mode.
Andrew, you're the king of this shit. I don't know why you're behind. What's going on,
I have it on my laptop. I didn't know we're busting out all like the fancy technology.
Why wouldn't you?
Bobby,
fucking goatee, dude.
Bobby has a camera crew in there to do this. Are you in your shed? Where are you now, Bobby?
I don't like that. Erik has the greatest balding hair I've ever seen. I mean, pull some shit down. Get some bangs, man. What the hell is going on?
Jesus.
I think it's annual.
God damn it, man.
Oh, God.
Holy shit. What the fuck, Erik? Erik, you're in LA right now, buddy. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just in lockdown. What do you mean?
Erik, well, you just sold the show.
Hey,
Congratulations, Erik.
Bravo.
what you sell?
What did you sell? Tell us about it.
It was an adult animated show for Amazon.
That's right.
Nice.
Let me
man.
guess. It's about being Spanish.
Dude, why you got to say it like that?
I thought it was going to be in Spanish.
Is Hamilton in the title?
I don't like the way you two say Spanish. It comes off wrong.
I know, it's my tone. I got bad Boston tone.
Yeah, racism.
All right. Well, all right. Touche, Mr. Davis. What is it about? Seriously.
It's about a guy who's down on his luck. He's tired of getting shit on, and all right. You know what, Bobby?
Get out of here.
Tell us again.
Tell us again.
No,
Seriously,
no, this is my first time.
Seriously, I won't say.
Oh, we want to hear it. Listen,
Yeah, almost there.
write the description on your forehead.
Write it in the chat, Erik. Write it in the chat, man.
Go ahead. What's it about, Erik?
What is it?
It's about a guy who's down on his luck, and he gets an angel on his shoulder to sort of guide him through life. You know what? I don't like these
No, is that Noam taking shots?
No, I'm taking shots.
He has an
visual.
He has an angel.
Yeah.
Spanish. He has a little Spanish guy on his shoulder.
Angel, yeah, right.
Name Angel.
Yeah.
Is it? Does he go like this? Check it out.
How old's the character? How old's the character?
Oh, stop. He's trying to get
the main guy is me. What do you mean? How old is he?
Well, is it based on when you were a kid growing up? Now? Because you don't get picked. It's based on now?
Yeah.
And you get picked on still? I mean, I could see the hair, but not really because your career's going well.
Well, it's the temperature of how the networks aren't showing representation.
So, okay. So you let them decide. Yeah, of course.
That is true. There's not a lot of Spanish people for your population. Not a lot of Spanish people on TV, huh?
Yeah.
Erik.
Asians. Yeah.
Erik, not being a white male, did you find a lot of resistance in show business now to getting your own show?
Well, for this show, we did get some networks didn't understand what it was. We actually, one network that will remain nameless, Netflix, did not understand the show, and the two high-class white women were like, we don't get the plight of the main character. It's like, of course he does.
That's true. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Where'd Davis go?
His electricity was cut off. He's got he turned his generator on now.
Hey, does the main does the little guy on his shoulder, does he have one of these?
I wish mine wasn't in the car.
But Eric, it's pretty wild that you did it in this pandemic. You sold a show. I mean, you must have had the wheels going before the pandemic and it just wrapped up in time, right? Or did
we got it in just before everything locked down, and animation's still moving forward. So it's a good place to be in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, animation, everybody works at home. You know what I mean? You don't need, no one needs to go in.
Thank you, Mr. Show Business.
Anything else you need to know, I'll let you know.
Oh, animation, they work at home. Shut up. That's what they told you.
So Eric, you got to give back that stimulus check.
What?
You got to give back that stimulus check.
Say that again? You're breaking up, Nore.
You hear me? You hear me? I'm in the bunker. You hear me?
Nore, I expect that from them, not you. Nore, you're on my
What are you
team.
talking about? You don't even. I'm homeless with benefits right now. You don't know my life.
Divide and conquer.
Are you struggling right now?
I'm not struggling, but I'm
Because
all right.
Ray Ellen has a fund that we can get you some money.
Oh yeah,
So
I already took that and spent that.
Oh, you did?
That took care
Did
of
he
child
help you?
support. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh, that's
you're
good,
in a-
man.
You're in
Yeah,
a
that
major
no?
movie. He's in a major movie coming out.
Who?
Cool.
Aren't you? Ooh.
Yeah, that's Jermaine. That ain't me.
Oh, shit.
You got it confused.
Wow. All you middles look alike. Oh shit! I'm gonna send you a check now. I feel bad. I feel like I'm walking a dog in the park right now.
No, that's all right. You save it for a pair of your Jordans you're not supposed to be wearing. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's now that
What did you have to do to get money from Ray Allen? Did you have to write an essay? What did you have to do to get?
No, I just emailed him. That was it.
Did you have to agree to do Aruba?
I already did that already. But I replaced. I think I replaced. Who was that? Joey Vega. He replaced me. Joey Vega couldn't do it, so I did it.
Joey Vegas cartoon wasn't picked up.
Yeah.
No, it really bothers you. It really bothers you that Ray has this fund that he's helping people. There's something about it.
Yeah,
and we have right here in front of us that young boy bought those headphones with that money.
This was free.
No, why does it piss you off that Ray's trying to help the community? You know, he's doing the right thing. Why do you think that is?
I can't explain it. You know what? By every logical process, it should not bother me. But I will say this. I will say this. Whatever it is that I'm feeling, I know we all feel it. You guys are all shitting me.
Because now people,
every single, even Nore who took the money, there's something just wrong.
Wow. Did I betray you? My bad. Was I not supposed to take the money?
I donated. You know what it is? Because what it is now you can go and people are going to have to say, oh, no, Ray's a good guy, or I like Ray. That, you know, and the bottom line is we really don't. So the thing is, Jesus.
What the fuck are you talking? Now, listen, he raised over 30 grand for comics that need it just for New York City. Yeah. Now,
29 came from Louis C.K.
Now, question. I just have a question.
Did it come from Louis?
That's a lie. That's not true, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Louis gave like 20 grand or something, didn't he?
Gave a lot.
20.
He gave a lot. It was like five grand, I think.
Louis gave a lot. Now, here's a question. If you weren't making any money as a comic before Corona, can you still get the money?
From Ray Allen?
Ask Eric that.
Yes. Yeah.
He said, ask Eric.
This is a mean one tonight, Eric. I'm sorry. Eric's all fucking in producer mode right now. He's like just shaking his head.
Yeah, but Eric's like, I'm not hiring none of you motherfuckers.
I'm keeping a list.
Us off the list.
Which boss?
Are you
Gordon mode?
animation?
What?
Are you doing the animation?
Yeah, we're doing the animation.
You are doing it?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm writing the scripts. I'm doing that.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
Eric made that movie called Coco. Did you see that movie?
Andrew, don't get hit. You know he was mad. He didn't get a part in that.
He was furious.
They all got hired but me.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Did anybody get money from that Comedy Cares, that LA thing?
I got that money too. Yep. I'm getting all Noam, I got all the money, baby.
How much did you get?
I'm all here for the comedy welfare.
How much did you get?
Wait, the comedy, I think that was just like 500.
How much did Ray give you? More than that?
No, the same. About the
Ray's
same.
limit is 500, isn't it?
Yeah, his limits is because then after that you gotta do taxes on it, so it's only 5.
So he could send you 2 checks for 4.
The taxes you pay up to 600. So
Yeah,
he
I know.
put the spring for another 100.
No, I think
Yeah,
Ray
yeah,
takes
right.
Ray takes a processing fee of $100 for every 500.
Yeah,
That's not true.
he was my charity booking agent, so he had that percentage.
Well, I think it's great that he did that and he gave an
Yeah.
opportunity, because a lot of people were giving money to this big thing, and you're helping a lot of people you don't even know where the fuck they are. And New York City, that's actually helping people that we know. Not that I know who you are. I just met you tonight. I have no idea who you are in this business, but I'm glad that you got help.
Bobby, why do you look like
Thank
a
you, Bobby.
retired cop?
It's not a bad thing to me, Rich. It's not a bad thing to me. All right. I don't know why. Eric's forehead is killing me, though. I really,
I want to play handball off his fucking forehead.
I really
Oh,
do.
God.
I wish you were there when I did the Tonight Show. I could have wrote my jokes on your forehead.
Oh, he's a star.
Yeah, I mean, look, Andrew, now Ross brought up the dog walking lady. I know Noam's going to bite into this I know,
Oh boy.
no pun intended. Noam's
What
going
the
to
fuck,
hair.
lady?
But what did anybody find out what happened before? Like, why was this lady flipping? Why was this lunatic flipping out on this guy? Why was he videotaping her?
She's walking her dog off the leash.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be leash.
Well,
And so he was filming her, and she flipped out when she realized that he was filming her.
and he said, put your dog on a leash. And, here's what's
He was bird watching from all things. And he was walking around, and the dog was running around, and he told her that she has to put the leash on, and she just flipped and called the police.
White women, first of all, they're trying to give themselves like, hey, if you call me Karen, that's negative. Shut up. All right. No one didn't get a bank loan because her name was Karen.
Hold on.
But no,
Andrew, this is not Rich talking. This is Bonnie talking. Let him finish.
No, it's not Bonnie. This is true. It's not a bad word. It's just that white people want to feel like, hey, we have a word that makes us feel like.
No, she was 100% wrong.
No,
But
I know
here's
that.
the thing.
He acted wrong.
What Andrew is.
Yes.
He accused the guy of either attacking her or she was fearful of him.
Yeah.
And she called the police on him, and all of it was a lie.
Let Andrew in.
He's the Karen.
Thank
Who?
you.
Rich?
What?
No, the guy is acting like the white lady. The guy is saying, put your dog on a leash. This is nobody's saying, like, he's the annoying white lady in the story.
And she's just a crazy racist.
She's a crazy racist lady. Sure,
Yes.
whatever. But like,
Yeah.
he's the one going, put your dog on a leash. I want to watch my birds. Like, that's the progress. That's how liberal New York is that black guys are bird watching, telling white women to put their fucking dogs on a leash. That's the issue with the story.
Everybody,
Nobody's talking
Put that
Andrew,
fucking
Andrew,
dog
one
on.
second.
I feel for
Everybody-
the black people. There's
Estee.
nothing they can do right
Estee.
for you. What?
Everybody, turn your phone sideways so we can watch Andrew. Please. You fucking asshole. Hey,
No,
just film it the way we
she
can
was
watch it.
really
We're sick of
nasty.
you.
But she got, I think she got fired from her job, and she
They
gets
took
a
her dog.
lot
They
of-
took her dog. She got
That's
fired.
right.
Yeah. No,
They
she
took the dog and they
adopted the
arrested
dog,
it.
and the Human Society took the dog back.
Wasn't she choking the dog too? Like holding the dog up by
Well,
the
the dog
collar?
was
The
flipping out.
collar,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dog was flipping out, and
think
she didn't
that
know how
was
to
like
deal with
a-
the dog. So
that
the
was like
dog was
a-
flipping out, and she tried to grab it, and she was like, the
That's
dog
right.
thing bothered me, but I don't think
Yeah.
that she was doing that intentionally. She just didn't. She's a lunatic. She's a racist fucking lunatic.
She was.
And
trying
she got
to
caught.
reach
She
the
was out in the
dog.
wild.
What?
Nobody would
What a
ever
brother-
noticed her. She would have went through life, and nobody would.
And by
she
the
got
way,
caught.
when she called the police, once she put the dog on the leash, the guy just left. He
That's
left.
right.
He didn't even stay.
Well, he was following a blue jay.
He's the coolest guy, by the way. They asked him what how he feels about the whole situation, and he goes, honestly, if she meant her apology and promises to keep her dog on a leash, I don't care. Just keep the dog on a leash.
Yeah.
That's all he wants, is just to keep the dog on a leash because he wants to go watch these birds in this specific part of the park. And he's like legit birder, it's called. I was looking into his story, and he worked at Marvel. I think he like.
I mean, he was. I don't see anything wrong that he did. He didn't do anything wrong.
No, not at all.
What kind of black guy was he? Like a Ben Carson or like a Keith Robinson? What kind of black guy was he?
No, different types of black guys. What are you
Carson.
talking
Yeah, he was a Ben. See, Estee, no, he was a Ben Carson. All right, cool, got it. Niggas ain't watching birds like that. Like damn.
I mean, no one is like Keith. Oh, that's the reason.
Like a Michael Vick type.
Yeah, no, not no Vic.
He was trying to.
Nobody's
cockfighting.
Dude, that would be funny. It's like when she starts abusing the dog, all of a sudden he's like, no, I get it. We got some common ground here.
Well, she actually had an apology today. Noam, do you have that?
No, I barely know about this story.
Oh, you didn't see the
Oh, it's
video,
all over the
Mike?
news.
Somebody
Mike,
showed it to me like a couple hours ago, part of it. I didn't follow
It's
it.
all
I'll find
over
it.
the-
She seemed crazy to me more than racist. I mean, I don't know.
she's crazy, but
I mean, they showed her on his video when she was calling the police. You would think that she's being raped by 15 people. I mean, you know, she was all frazzled and
That's what I'm saying. There's something nuts about her. Not.
yeah, exactly.
she's out of her mind.
She said African American the way Bobby says Spanish. It just doesn't sit right.
And it's got almost 2 million views. 2 million. The guy's not even in the business, and he's killing it. His sister works for HBO, and she's the one who made the video or something, right? Or got it out there. The guy's sister. It got like 2 million hits.
So that's how you get views these days, not landscaping.
No, well, here's the thing with landscaping. I kind of
Landscaping with Rich. Can't
Okay.
wait to watch more landscaping with Rich.
I can't believe you haven't called me to put it on YouTube under your name. Shut your stupid mouth.
Landscaping with Rich.
Shut up.
No, but, you know,
Just because you just signed Mike Cannon doesn't make you a big actor.
listen, Rich, here's your problem with your fucking landscaping videos. I've said this to
The
your
last
face.
one. The
You
last
don't
one.
show landscaping.
The
Let me
last
finish.
one I did. The
What
last one.
videos are these?
Andrew, he goes landscaping with Rich. I moved some dirt from over there. I put a tree in over. He didn't show you any of it.
It doesn't matter. You see that
It's just the backyard.
I planted 40 trees.
Somebody dropped the link in the chat.
40?
Somebody dropped that
40,
link in the
yeah.
chat. What are we talking about?
40?
40 trees around my property I put in. Yeah.
Is
Wow.
that? Oh my god.
Here we go. Here we
Oh,
go.
here we
Ready?
go. Thank you.
This is awesome. Hold on.
Oh no.
I can't hear it.
We have
He's
volume.
gonna, he's gonna get
Better that
volume.
way.
Share it again.
That's
It's coming.
I showed you the finished product on that
Up
one.
today's
Bobby.
work, we planted 20 evergreens along the back fence, all the way down to the end there. You could see.
The last guy says, I hate you.
Prime
go down
time
to that,
content,
to
baby.
that end. So let's see if we get a better look at them. Yeah, that's
Are you
not
sure?
bad.
Okay, the little trees are the ones you planted.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we have
Okay.
20 evergreens. It floods a little down at the bottom of my property where the trees are. So like in this area right
Oh
here,
God! Can you, hey,
I built a little.
Eric? Can you
for the
talk about
water
your
to
animation
run
again?
Through right to the back. We own this piece of property about 20 feet behind the fence here, up to the grass there. So we're not going to do anything with that because it's really swamp area. But
Thank
we do
you.
have another 20
King
feet.
Kong himself is a
30
fan.
feet back
But
here.
Addy 4697,
fence
not a fan. You got
was
it.
all
I-
rusted.
She
So I
says-
spray painted it black gloss. We added
Oh,
5 new
All right, I
panels
get
in
it.
the gate.
All right, we get it.
We get-
She
yeah.
said
And I always
the
say,
girl
I hope
wrote-
you're learning. I say, I hope
the-
you're learning.
the girl wrote, "I hate you."
Who? To me? Yeah, because I have such nice property. She was mad. Jealous.
Okay, that's a good spin. Eric, did you see anything wrong with that landscaping?
I'm just wondering.
Oh God.
I was waiting for who was going to say it. I was waiting for who was going to say it.
Is this Richard's plan B? If comedy doesn't come back, he's going to be a Christmas tree farmer.
Comedy hasn't come back for me in 3 years. Comedy's been gone a while.
I found the video from the lady as well.
Oh yeah. Well, the apology. Did you get the apology right?
Can we get Ray Allen's take on this?
What are you doing?
Well, if
Get
you're
Ray
gonna
Allen.
watch some birds, you should watch some birds, but you should have a dog on a leash. I mean, I think they're both right and they're both wrong. Donate to the fund called the Noam Piss Noam Off Fund.
So you're gonna show the video of the lady apologizing? I want to see it.
Okay. 1 second. I'm sorry. I found the video of the woman calling the cops. Sorry.
No, have you been?
I sent Mike. I sent you the link. Did you see the link I sent you?
No, not yet. 1 second.
Okay.
Put it in the chat.
Yeah.
What's that, Rich?
I was just wondering, have you been tanning?
Tanning? No.
Dude.
Pale?
Hey, yeah, he's being sarcastic. No, you look.
No, is that like a Blue Lives Matter flag?
You look,
Yeah.
you look
You
like
look
a white
like-
albino.
Yes, better.
You need some color, man. What happened?
Jesus,
Yeah, you look-
powder.
You look like you're in Game of Thrones.
Look how blue my eyes are.
Yeah,
You're a good-looking
that's
guy.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You look way better.
Yeah.
That looks better.
That uncooked chicken.
Yes.
That's awful.
Uncooked chicken.
But go back to before.
Wait a minute. How did you get lighter and then Davis got darker?
yeah. My lighting's not good.
How do I do these backgrounds? I need to figure all this shit out.
Anyways, I can read the lady's apology. It was really fucking just a shit apology. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I sincerely and humbly apologize to everyone, especially
That's not going to help you read.
I sincerely and humbly apologize to everyone, especially to that man, his family, she told NBC. It was unacceptable, and I humbly and fully apologize to everyone who's seen that video. Everyone that's been offended, everyone who thinks of me in a lower light, and I understand why they do. When I think about the police, I'm such a blessed person. I've come to realize, especially today, that I think of the police as, oh, there's a bug in my eye. Fuck. As a protection agency.
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby,
If you're struggling with a big word, you don't need to make excuses. Bro.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's especially, not especially.
Yeah,
Especially. There's no X in especially.
Yeah.
It's syllable by syllable, okay? And you can get there. We
and
believe
this is why I texted the link to Mush. Thank you, Mush, you cocksucker. Go ahead, Noam. Take over, you fucking.
Who's screen? What is that benefit 991828? I'm wondering what's on that tab.
Especially, blah blah blah. Especially today, that I think of the police as a protection agency, and unfortunately, this has caused me to realize that this is weird, that there are so many people in this country that don't have the luxury. I don't know what kind of apology that is.
I don't know.
How do we go back to just seeing everybody?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, she's
lost
trying to do the right thing.
Lost her job today, by the way. She got fired.
Why should somebody get fired for what they do privately? I don't get that.
The law, I mean, the company doesn't want the negative press.
Yeah, man, you can't yell at black people in the street. What's wrong with you, Noam?
Yeah, unless
Well, I mean,
you go right to jail for yelling at us on the street.
Usually you have to have cause. You have to have cause to get fired. I mean, if I found out
that was cause.
If I found that other waitress had something like that, would I fire her from the olive tree? Like, that seems crazy to me. It's like none of my business.
A waitress would never do that.
What is fireable from the olive tree? That's a better question.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, not being a good waitress.
Taking money from Ray Allen.
Banging Ray Allen.
Oh.
That's how they usually get fired. No, I wouldn't fire. I wouldn't care if I found out that they were like members of some anti-Jewish, Holocaust denying organization. I wouldn't fire them. It just seems stupid to me. It's none of my business.
I would.
So would I.
Yeah.
If they said to me,
Noam,
if they said to me,
there are companies, if they're not a private company, they have some ethical behavior rules and whatever, and she broke it.
He works for a private company, doesn't she?
I don't think so. I don't remember. It's some kind of a quite.
And public companies have even harder time because they have a First Amendment to worry about.
It's a private equity firm or something like that. It's
I guess they'll probably get sued. They'll probably get sued. Somebody take the case. Anyway, I just think it's silly to fire people, but I mean, whatever. What's she supposed to do? Never work again? Like if they were supposed to fire her, does that mean no one else should even hire her?
No, but
on the public assistance
they don't want that kind of a personality working there.
Right, but I'm saying like so does that mean that no one else should hire her?
Yeah, she can work at Dunkin' Donuts.
Why would Dunkin' Donuts? Why would Dunkin' Donuts?
They don't care about racism.
Why would Dunkin' Donuts want somebody like that working for them? Like nobody. She should just get welfare.
Why didn't you just say it wasn't her? Her face is covered the entire video. There's no way to prove.
Pull the mask down. So you
No. On there's other videos where you see her face and everything.
She got
on this,
bold.
this clip you could, but on the news you could see the whole face and her entire behavior, which was.
She didn't miss the time to be racist. Like, if you want to let some N-words fly, like you really want to let some hard.
No, but she was. It's not only a question of being racist. She was framing the guy.
Yeah,
well,
she was
the
doing.
way she said it and what she said is she gave the police an impression that she's being attacked.
Right, she was using systemic racism as a
privilege.
And there was something
doing the Emmett Till.
That's violent.
Well, you know what though? If what happens if the cops show up in that mode, see this guy, and now they get fucked because they think this guy's attacking her.
That's what
should have went south.
The impression was the implication from the way she called and her tone and the yelling was as if she's afraid for her life or she's the guy.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Did she actually call someone? Do we know that
she called the police?
Well, you know that from the video, or because the police said they got a call?
In the video,
you can see
she
it on the
calls
video,
them.
and she's.
What I'm saying is that because it does seem like maybe she was trying to scare him away or pretend like you could pretend to call the cops, but she actually called the cops. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering if we know for a fact that she actually.
Noam
and associates.
Pretend to call the cops.
Yeah, right.
He's be like, listen, they're out front right now. Come get me.
Yeah, that's a classic thing to do. You put your finger on the receiver. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. I'm not making something up here. I'm just wondering if we know. I'm not saying she didn't call the cops. I'm just curious if we know that she called the cops. For Christ's sake,
sounds like he's trying to hire this girl.
I know, right? No, you got to say my client. My client was not.
What was she gonna do? What was she gonna do when the cops got there? Like her intention was not to get the cops there. Her intention was to scare him, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and he kept saying, "Please call them. Please call them." He was encouraging her to call.
Okay, I just want to say one thing. If it comes out that she never called the cops, you're going to get that money back to Ray Allen, Nore.
No. Money gone, baby.
And everybody's going to send me something.
Your client will not get this money.
What happens if the cops come and they ask him what he's doing in the park, and he looks at them and he goes, "Oh, I'm bird watching."
Up against the wall.
Do you think they're going to believe that excuse? He might as well say, "Oh, I was raping her," and they'd be like, "All right, at least he's being truthful. Just put him in the back of the car." Right? There's no way in hell anybody's believing that he's bird watching. Right?
Well, watching society, there is a record of it.
Nore had to call him Ben. Nore had to call him Ben Carson before he believed that he was bird watching.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if it's black cops, they're gonna be like, "All right, they'll get it."
I think he's wearing the bird watching outfit. You believe the dude. He's got the.
It was Clarence Thomas. He was in the park bird watching.
It was Clarence. All right, it was Clarence. All right.
He had binoculars. The black guy with binoculars.
Yeah, how many black guys you see walking around with binoculars, dude? You're in.
Come on, man. Bird watching.
Andrew, it really bothers you that he was bird watching, doesn't it?
Yeah,
dude, I love it because it's the whitest shit. That's why the story's so fun. He's the whitest dude doing the whitest.
I think it's a very English white person thing, not a.
What is it?
Bird watching is a very English white person thing. I've never met a bird watcher in my life ever.
You're not out there watching a bird every once in a while.
I mean, look, if I see a male cardinal, I'm fucking watching it. Yes.
You like a male cardinal?
Yeah, they're red. Their colors are brighter than the
What
female.
about like a roasted turkey?
What?
Nothing. Wow.
I thought it was good. Honestly,
We knew you thought.
I thought
We
it
knew
was
you thought it was good because
Yeah.
you
you
leaned
would
in.
watch it.
You
get
lean in with the
excited about
punchline.
it. I leaned in. I didn't have confidence in the microphone picking
Look
it
at
up.
that.
But we get a little bit of a distraction or something.
One of your
I
pairs
thought it
of
was good, and you just stared at me, and I know you were
Right.
staring at my box too because I looked
Okay.
at your eyes.
one of your
Fucking eyes.
one of your pair of sneakers walked out after that fucking joke.
Oh God.
I
So
hope
what
you-
are you doing to yourself this pandemic? Are you doing anything?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just staying busy. I've been doing the podcast and putting out some content and stuff.
I loved when you went after Comedy Central. You started laughing when they got dismantled.
yeah.
Oh, it was so fucking funny because when you have, I guess, a certain amount of money to do whatever you want, and you just laughed at them. I was dying.
Fuck them.
But they loved him though.
They hated me.
Yeah, a lot of people do. But what I'm saying, I'm only kidding.
It's
It was
lonely
so-
at the top.
Weren't you?
I'm
Weren't you
sorry.
the golden boy there? You were the golden boy.
Not Comedy Central. Never. They never put me on TV.
No.
MTV,
Oh.
MTV. He was the golden boy
Oh,
of MTV.
MTV.
Oh, MTV. That's right. That's right.
Comedy
I'm
Central.
looking up this story. There's one nice line in this story about this woman. She says, Cooper said the man had offered
My
her a
client.
dog treat, which made her feel threatened, but that she overreacted.
That's you're taking that out of context. So the guy, this is what happens. The guy comes out of the bushes, right? The guy goes, "Hey, put a leash on your dog." She's like, "What are you talking about?" And then he goes, "Put a leash on your dog." And then this is what he says. She goes, "No, I'm not putting a leash on your dog." He goes, "If you don't put a leash on your dog, I'm gonna do something, and you're not gonna like it." He says he said that. She
Wow.
says that terrified her in the middle of the park, right?
Wow.
So then he goes, he takes out dog treats. He carries around dog treats with him because he knows that there are dogs without a leash, and he feeds the dog treats to the dogs that are off the leash because it knows it drives the owners crazy and they'll put it on the leash. They're not eating the dog treats. So he starts allegedly feeding dog treats to the dog. The girl.
Where did you hear that, Andrew?
You can read it on the CNN article about it. It
So-
breaks down
but-
the
Okay,
book.
so,
What?
so let's, so let's
Andrew,
think about that.
Yeah,
Let's
Finish.
think about
Let
that.
him finish the story. Let's finish
So
what you
my presumption is this. I think the girl, and I think that Noam, you're kind of right a little bit on it, is the girl is trying to activate anything she can to scare him because in that moment she might be scared. Best case scenario, she's racist and scared. So she's like, what would scare a black guy if the cops come and I said that you were trying to assault me, because she knows what the cops might do to that black guy if those are the terms or that's the case, et cetera. So I agree. I think she's trying to scare him. That being said, you have to know what's at stake here. And clearly the guy's keeping his distance. I mean, it's 7:30 in the morning. Like, I'm not talking about you're walking home at like 11, right? And there's some creepy guy in the park. It's 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's very.
I know
early.
this story bothers me. You're right. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
his lawyer. No, I'll tell
Yeah,
I'll
your
tell you what
client is not.
I'll tell you what bothers me about it.
We were trashing Comedy Central. It was fun.
I'm sorry.
Now we're talking about this dog bitch.
Go,
I don't
go.
care.
Yeah.
Why?
Trashing Comedy
Well,
Central.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
That's what he does.
Listen,
he's the-
back to
he's
the
the-
fun.
Listen, his nickname is AK the Comedy Breaks. Listen, I
But can I just say why it bothers me and then I'll shut up? And then
Yes.
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 if you
It
shut
bothers
up,
me
you have
because
to still
and I'll
look
listen
at through.
because it really seems
Mhm.
that he came out and said, I'm going to do something you're not going to like it. Now, she had no way of knowing that meant give a dog treat. So she's like obviously a little unstable. You can tell by watching her, and she gets scared because she thinks I'm not going to like it is somehow threatening to her. So she fucking blows a fuse because she's a crazy person. And now we all stomp on her and she loses her job and loses everything.
You're
I mean-
missing a step. You're missing the step where the crazy thing is feeding her dog the thing her dog loves.
Right, but that's that even
So how is that
I don't know which way that cuts. Maybe that makes her more crazy to me. Like she couldn't.
Wait a
even-
second. I'm not taking her side, but when he said, "I'm gonna do something you don't like," I don't know if you don't know if he was holding a dog treat, you
Or
know.
a poison or something.
Yeah, like when someone says to me, and I'm not taking anybody's side. I don't give it. If someone said to me, "I'm gonna do something you don't like," I'm gonna take that as a threat, right
Yeah.
there.
Yes. I think that seems
Yes.
threatening, 100%.
That's the whitest shit I ever heard in my life. Y'all all defending that white lady.
No, I'm not defending her.
Hold on. I'm not
screaming rape and murder.
Nore.
He like, look, Ben Carson just want to watch the birds. That's all that nigga want to do. All right.
He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. I'm not blaming.
Put the dog in a leash, but she's screaming rape and murder.
Well, she didn't say rape. I'm saying,
but that's how her tone is.
Yeah, that is. I'm saying that I think that she's more nuts than she is a Klans person here, who obviously freaked out when somebody said something to her, and then you can just watch her. That's like not a normal lady. She's nuts. She lost her mind there.
So you don't like your client being called racist? You rather her be called mentally
I don't care.
damaged.
I don't care if she calls racist. I'm saying, and she goes on this heartfelt apology, and the idea that.
She has to.
She's trying to save her job.
Hold on. And because of modern technology, her whole life is taken from her now. Seems to me, I'm not comfortable with that.
I think it's a bit of a stretch saying that she was scared and threatened by a black guy with binoculars and Birkenstock. I'm sorry. I don't buy it.
Yeah, I'm saying that's fine. But do you think what does she deserve for that? For losing her mind like that, getting scared and saying those things she shouldn't have said? What does she deserve? Losing her house or her family or her
New York
job?
City right now, by the way, is not a safe.
What would make you happy to happen to that lady, Eric? Honestly, like what would you like to see happen to her?
Well, I appreciate the heartfelt apology. I feel like
that's my point. Is like what do we want? It's not enough. She's got to lose her job. She got to have money again. She has to be remembered forever. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not defending her. I'm saying, all right, she did it. She's an asshole. You know,
probably
Estee,
and she'll be
Estee, can you please put a leash on the dog? Thank you.
Why? It bothers you?
I'm gonna do something that you don't like.
Not your act.
That's impossible. There's nothing you can do that I'm not gonna like.
And Estee, and I'll tell you this. Estee will tell you this. If it was the same thing with a Jewish person, to Estee's chagrin, I'd be saying exactly the same thing. I'm right, Estee. They hated Jews. Yeah. Move on. Like, all right.
So if the girl was black and the guy was white, would you still be defending?
Nobody wouldn't be a story if the girl was white and the guy was. I'm sorry. I mean, she was black and she freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to see anybody. I'm just saying, I'm not defending it. I'm not saying like I don't like the fact that because it can go viral,
and it would have been a pit bull.
They lose everything. Like he said something. He said something he said. He scared her.
Have stopped listening.
Certain consequence. You are in a public place.
Let Andrew finish.
Dog on a leash, and there's a big ass sign over there. Leash your dog.
Yeah.
You know.
And don't scream bloody rape and murder.
It's a protected area. People go specifically to watch a certain bird. She was out of line, and then her reaction was even worse.
Yeah, listen, I had somebody steal $150,000 from me, and nothing happened to them. The justice system let them free.
So this is what this is about.
No, I'm saying like $150,000 and nothing happens to them. And this woman blows a fuse, and everything is taken from her. I'm saying I'm not defending her or not certainly not criticizing him. I'm just saying.
Who took that money?
It's Ray Ellen? I don't think she should lose her job.
I'll give the money back. I'll give the money back if Ray Ellen took that money. I'm sorry.
Yeah, give the money. You know, I'd feel better than if you did that.
Andrew,
I'm sorry.
Andrew,
I'll give it back, baby.
Andrew, not to switch gears, but why did you, when Comedy Central is going through this stuff, what did you do? What did you say? I don't understand what you did. Tell me what you did. Is there a video? Is there a video? Mush, please pull this up. We need to add some.
Enjoy, guys.
It made my day.
Do we have to turn it sideways?
I cannot tell you how many people reached out to me, not even comics, but like people in the industry, random people like, oh my God, finally.
What did you say?
I mean, you can look at the video. It's on my Instagram. Bush, bring it up.
What was your point? Tell us your point before we watch the video.
Fuck them.
I just like dancing on the graves of my enemies.
What?
He read the Art of War, Estee. Standing
250. Strong numbers. Strong.
Oh, I heard like every exec at Comedy Central got fired last week. I mean, what the fuck? Man, I don't want to dance on nobody's grave, but that's what you get, you stupid ass bitches.
Anyway, I don't even know if that shit's true, to be honest with you. They might still be working. Oh, I heard.
That's great.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And the Comedy Cellar Emmy goes to.
That's all it was.
You know what, Andrew? You should have called Ari. Ari Shafir.
Ari
He
called
would
me.
have danced with you.
Ari called me.
Did anybody discuss why you were sitting like a little girl at a slumber party in that fucking video with your legs crossing a chair, like you were a 16-year-old? Oh,
like that?
Like no, you were sitting with no.
Man. I just thought they just did a shitty job with comedy, and they did a shitty job with comedy for a long time, and I personally was upset about it because I just thought they never gave me a shot. I mean, Noam, you had to talk to them, and they would try to keep me off that show all the time, and it was like there was a personal vendetta, and like I don't mind proving myself, but like if you're gonna personally like try to keep me off, even when people are like saying, "Hey, we want this guy on the show," then like I'll do everything in my power to put you out of business. And I definitely think that I think I helped push him out of business. You know,
they held us hostage for a year. We were going to make a sequel to Women Aren't Funny. They go, "We will make it. We want to do this." Yeah. The head of Comedy Central goes, "I watched it 3 times this weekend. We're going to do it for a year." And then all of a sudden,
they said no to a project of mine and then stole it and did it themselves. And then my pussy manager at the time was like, they didn't want to like, the problem with these managers, they're such fucking cowards, is that they have 5 other clients that they're trying to like sell a show to Comedy Central with. Yeah. So if you're like, no, that's the show we pitched them and they just fucking stole it.
Which show was it?
There's a show. So remember I did that version of the special where I did all the different clubs in the night and then like what happened in between. I did at the Comedy Cellar, etc.
Yeah.
So they put out a version of that. I pitched it to them and I was like, I want to do a series of this where we could like follow comics around. We could do it in different cities and like, why don't we do it as a series? And also here's a special. We could put that as a special. They're like, no, thanks. We're not interested. And then they put out a show called Thank You, Good Night. And it's the same fucking thing. And I don't knock any comic for doing it. Absolutely do it. Go get your money. I want comics to get as much money as they possibly can.
Well, it wasn't that much money, but
did you do it? You did it, right?
They had me season 3 on it. Yeah.
So it's like, and I told my manager, I was like, well, why don't you go do something? Isn't that your job to like protect me?
Who's the manager?
This chick named Molly Mandel at Mosaic, and she was sweet, but you know,
Mosaic, yeah.
Ooh,
they're fine. So it was just like it was nice to see. I don't know, like
you have a manager now.
Say again.
You have a manager now.
No, I've had a lot of people reach out. I just don't see any value. There's one guy that I might work with, but I won't say anything about it. But it would only be like, I don't need a manager. Like I'm a professional. I'm going to show up to the fucking meeting and I don't need a meeting. I could just DM anybody to get a meeting. What I want is a production partner. Like I want to say, hey, I want this clothing line. Can you make that happen? Like I want a fucking cologne.
I want an assistant.
Make that happen.
Not an assistant.
I have an assistant. I don't want an assistant. I want a production. I want someone who can actually make it happen because I can't be on the phone with somebody in fucking China that's like making clothing. I need you to do that or someone else to do that. You know,
Bonnie has 3 sewing machines. 3.
Do you think that whole thing is dying now because of we just do it on our own?
We killed the manager. Like we killed Comedy Central by putting our content out ourselves and putting out the clips. And now look, if you look at Comedy Central's YouTube, it looks exactly like my YouTube. Like it's no different, right? Everything is clips, they're putting out specials on YouTube now. Everything is YouTube now, which they should be. I want everybody to go to YouTube. But the manager, I don't understand what they do. Like there's no purpose for them anymore unless you actually provide a service. And your service should be, if you're a manager, it should be shooting the special and producing the special and doing all these things that I had to self-produce. But I hope other comics get a manager that's like, okay, I'll put the money up. Like I had to build this studio and I had to like buy all these cameras and all that shit. But I hope that a new manager, and I've pitched them all on this. Like whenever they call me and they're like, we want to manage you, I go, I don't need you to manage me. Do you have production facilities? Can we shoot shows? Can we do these types of things? Do you want to actually make business? And they're like, well, we could set you up with a meeting with this guy who made a show for the Discovery Channel in 2016. It's like, you don't understand what's happening, right? It's like, we're making things already. You know, like, it's like I never understood it. Even with Comedy Central, like with the Cellar show, it's like, it was great. I want to support you guys as much as I possibly can because I love the Comedy Cellar. If I just take one of those clips that I have at the Cellar and I put that on my YouTube, is going to do 10 times what people would watch on TV, maybe 20 times. And they had the opportunity to have me on every week. That can build, that can build the Cellar, that can build the Comedy Central's YouTube. Like, I'm probably the most viewed person on YouTube in stand-up, and you have that opportunity, but they let like a vendetta get in the way of that.
It wasn't them. It was Ray Allen didn't want you on the show.
No, it wasn't.
What's going on with that show?
It kind of was.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm
Jesus,
kidding.
why would you say that?
That's a joke.
No,
is that Ray behind you? How did you get a picture of Ray?
Yeah, he got Ray there. Aruba Ray.
I just love it. I love seeing comics do cool shit. I love seeing comics put out their own specials and like kill it. Like Mark put out special, it was killed. Sam did one through Comedy Central, but still, it's like he shot it himself. And I just love seeing guys thrive and like have their own networks and like make their own fucking money. Like, I don't want to go pitch shit to people every year to make money.
Look at Eric listening to you like you're a Jesus right now.
Listen, the truth is with the show, and now we dealt with Christian, and Christian was really nice with us all the time, and I liked him and I like him, but the decision making made no sense. A lot of what would go on to me, we had really funny stuff that didn't get on. We had stuff that was by people who were famous and guaranteed to get attention that didn't get on, and then we had stuff that did get on, which was not funny at all. And that's why I backed out of the show. I stopped going into the editing room after the first season because it was too upsetting.
No, didn't they not want me on the show?
Doug.
I don't remember that, but
didn't they? You have to fight for one of my jokes.
Maybe at first, and then in the focus group, you turned out to be the most popular comic on the show that they did at the end of the first season, and then the second season they wanted you all of a sudden. Right. I showed you that, right? You got the highest rating.
Yeah, what was that?
The most valuable.
Say, wait a minute. One second, Andrew.
Go.
Say that one more time.
You're the most popular person.
I'm not gonna say.
I didn't know if I heard that right.
No, it's true. It's true that Robert, in his category of comics, got the highest rating of all the comics.
Here it comes. Wait, what category?
No, he did across all comics. You got the highest ratings.
Of course he did. I buy it. I believe it.
And not having Andrew on was just fucking ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
It's funny because you forget that the comedy club people know who the funny people are, and if you just let them do it, you will get.
They were sort of marching to their own drummer. They had a particular taste and liking, and they wanted to promote some of the comics that they had relationship with. And at first, at the second season, the third season, they sort of went along, but it also was all about who they like and who they want to promote. And so a lot of the comics that I would put on, they didn't air it. They didn't air a clip. You know what I mean? And
I think
frustrating, but
I tell you the funniest.
The one that edited it, so
the funniest thing I have ever done is I was at the table with me, Voss, and Bonnie, and Voss. We were all mic'd and we had cameras on us, and we were being filmed and recorded. And Voss got mad at me and Bonnie. He goes, "You guys are ganging up on me." And he got violently angry, and Bonnie went ham. So he goes, "Shut the fuck up." And I was like, "You're being recorded." Like it was fucking howled. I'm like, dude, it's on video of you being an abusive husband.
She threw cake at me.
I own that footage.
God.
Oh, dude, you got to get that footage. No, then they went on a week later. They had him back. I'm like, this isn't gonna go good, guys. And fucking 10 minutes in, she stood up and threw fucking cake right in his face.
Bobby's licking my face. The thing is, the thing
My
is,
wife hates me.com. Best podcast out there, by the way.
Listen, the thing is, when we're doing something like that, we're not husband and wife. We're comics, and I was just arguing with a comic. That's all.
Oh,
you know,
my
you can't. It was just a comic. You
Likely story, my dear.
Yeah, you can't make. Listen, you don't make another comic flinch by doing that. I mean,
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I told her to put the dog on the leash.
She just wanted to watch the birds, Rich. I agree with Schulz, man. With he is the king of YouTube.
Of course you do.
But here's the thing, Bobby. All right, Mr. Drummer. Okay.
Whoa.
Comedy Central never got with this. They never. Their app is trash, and they never stuck with the times of like everybody watches things on their phone. Nobody watches TV. Only people that watch TV is you and Rich.
We're watching Vikings right now. It's great.
Yeah, we don't watch TV. We don't. We got our phones, baby.
Yeah,
You're right. You're absolutely right.
No. Can I say something? You're absolutely right. I do not watch TV anymore. All I do is go to YouTube and I watch videos now. And everything that I learn, even shows, people, it's all YouTube. I very rarely do I watch TV anymore. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. 100%. You got to go where the people are.
Yeah, but when you're a couple or you're married or whatever, you're not sitting around with your wife watching YouTube. You sit and watch a movie or some TV. Yeah, you're gonna watch a great drama or whatever. No one's sitting around watching Comedy Central because it's geared for young kids, and young kids are not watching TV.
Can I tell you something that's amazing about YouTube? I noticed this a while ago. Is that my kids, Robert, I'm sure it's the same for Max. Like they have access to every piece of content that's ever been produced since 1930 for children. Everything at their fingertips. Like we never had that as kids. Anything they want to see, anything. And what do they want to watch? YouTube.
Let me tell you
they
something.
Want to watch dumb YouTube videos.
They do.
They have no interest in a high budget Disney movie. They want to watch
that's
YouTube.
What it is. I remember the moment that changed my career. I'm at my cousin's house, and his kid. I asked his kid to turn on the football game. I go, "Can you put on the football game?" He goes, "What channel is it on?" I go, "It's on CBS." And he goes, "What's that?" He said, "What that?" The second he said that to me, I was like, I'm not pitching a single show. I don't care to be on Comedy Central. I don't care to be on any of these channels. I was like, it's YouTube only. Everything's going on YouTube. And eventually, if you watch all these, like John Oliver's show is on YouTube. It's on HBO, but it's on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like Hassan Minaj's show is on Netflix, but it's on YouTube. Like YouTube is where you see everything anyway. Even the successful shows.
But the thing about YouTube though is that they're starting to censor people. They're starting to. What bothers me is that they're starting to tell me what is good and what is bad, and I don't like that.
The algorithm is so sophisticated, bro. It's not even like.
And they keep shoving down that premium shit down our throat.
Yeah, dude.
Once you go in there, premium 1 week, nigga. Can I just watch a video? Get out my face.
But they all,
Jesus.
Also, if I watch one thing, like I got into arm wrestling for some reason. Now
everything else is arm wrestling.
Yeah.
It's like stop fucking telling me, forcing me down a path, And if you watch a CNN clip, it's all CNN shit. You're all of a sudden you're a Democrat. If you watch one Fox thing, all of a sudden you're a fucking dirty Republican. And they also censor people. They tell people if you say this or that, you're out. And I don't fucking believe that. You should let everybody, unless it's racism or violent or something fucked up, you shouldn't. You should be fair to everybody.
That's going to change with the Rogan deal. The Rogan deal fundamentally changed the internet.
Why? What?
YouTube had no competition.
I thought he's with Spotify.
Exactly.
Yeah, so he's on YouTube, right? Is that
so? He'll put clips on YouTube, but the full episodes will eventually go on Spotify. I think in like January. But that deal was huge because YouTube was sitting pretty, and they didn't have to get behind anybody, right? Like I'd have talks with the people at YouTube, and I'd be like, "Why don't you guys just buy my special? Like, I got everybody doing specials on YouTube. Like, why don't you guys just do it? Like, I don't want to go to this company and sell it to them. Obviously, I did, but whatever. My initial thought was I might as well just sell it to you guys, right? And and then they go, well, we can't like support an act that might be edgy because we don't want the smoke that comes from supporting it. Is if we're a platform, we'll let anybody put stuff on our platform. You could be ISIS, you could be KKK, anybody can put you on the platform. But if we back it, then we have to stand by what you say. And now this Spotify was like, no, we'll stand by what you say, Joe Rogan. It's going to push YouTube into a situation where if they want to keep talent, they're going to have to put money behind it. Because if this company is, gave me 7 figures for my special, please believe I'm not going to post the next one on YouTube.
But Spotify, it's not even that, Andrew. It's not that. It's like, if I want to watch Jimmy Dore, I want to watch Jimmy Dore. If I want to go watch a clip of Owen Benjamin or fucking, I want to be able to, I want to go watch it. Whether I like it or I don't like it, it should be available to me. And who they're making that choice for me on a lot of this stuff. And I don't understand that.
Yeah. And you said something I want to know. What's an algorithm?
I don't like that they do that, Andrew, that like they decide what is acceptable content for an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're bullshitting you because they do support the Karate Kid. They support Cobra Kai. They are behind those. They go hard on those They go hard on Cobra Kai. So it's like
they don't want to. They don't want
about.
They don't want to be too involved in curating what goes on there or giving your show because they don't want to start opening themselves up for being sued for libel.
Correct.
Or slander, whichever one. I guess it would be slander.
So then what's YouTube Originals? They have YouTube Originals, right? Is that something you can do? Huh?
It's a big risk for them as a platform. They want to stay a platform. I think eventually that's not going to work, but they want to stay a platform as much as they can. Where Spotify, they don't need that.
No, but I understand what you're saying, Andrew, is that when you get competition, it's good because now it's going to push them. But you know what? Comedy Central got competition in Netflix and they didn't give a fuck. They stayed the course and went down.
Yeah.
And Netflix
took them right out.
Netflix took them right out,
Yeah, but they didn't make any changes, right? It's like they got fat. Yeah. Hogs get fat, they get slaughtered. And that's what happened to Comedy Central. They literally.
Well, you're saying that Netflix is going to make changes. I don't know if they're going to. I think they're huge. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think the thing with, Corona was amazing for Netflix and Amazon. They really benefit. I thought that Netflix was going to struggle. I wasn't bullish on Netflix. And then this happened and through the roof.
And they took Disney out too.
Yeah, Disney
struggled. But they can afford it. Yeah, but they can afford it. But the thing is, nobody fuck with Disney.
Disney can't afford it. Disney,
they
make all their money from the parks. Those parks are shut.
Nah, but the mouse, you listen, never bet against the mouse, man.
No, Disney, they're fine with it. I'm just saying that Netflix.
They just put out all those Marvel movies. Each one made $1 billion. Like they just put out 10 straight $1 billion movies.
Yeah.
But they don't have any in the can right now. So what are they gonna put out? If this thing keeps going for another month or two.
FYI, Eric's wife works for Netflix. That's why he's getting all whipped up.
No, I'm not getting whipped up. I'm just saying their biggest money was coming from the parks. Those are shut down. And even when they do open up, who's going?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, like specials, that's not going to be how you break out anymore. No. You're going to break out in the same way that like podcasts create only people that sell tickets now are people that have regular content. Like we all have friends that put out a special every once in a while, but they don't have a podcast. They can't sell any tickets. And there are people that have a podcast or regular content. And we have such short-term memories that or no patience or whatever it is, but
Andrew, every single person I know has a podcast.
Yeah, but
that's got to dilute the market. How do you choose? What do you choose?
Yeah.
I
don't have one.
Everybody here right now on the screen that we have, everybody has a podcast.
Yeah, but also too,
not me, baby.
Who do you choose? There's a million comics. Who do you become a fan of? Just same with podcasts. We have our fan base. Bobby has his. Andrew has his. So you're going to get your fan, and that's what you want at the clubs is your fan base because they know what they're coming to see.
Yeah, 100%. Like the thing about the podcast is now you're right. I think it's super dense, the market, right? It's like how
Very,
do you break into
very.
it. I think you break into it by being really niche now. Before you could just hang out, right? Like, remember when like early days, you know what, dude? Like, it was the perfect hangout because we didn't even know that was an experience. You're like, wait a minute, I could just sit in on a conversation with funny people? This is crazy, right? And now you have, I could sit in on a conversation with funny people that talk about serial killer documentaries. Now I could sit in on a conversation with funny people that talk about going fishing. So just as like magazines, say again?
Or landscaping.
Yeah, exactly. So podcasts will be like magazines. Remember, like you had a generic newspaper and then you had magazines that got really specific where it's like bait and tackle and all these other things. I think that's what happens with podcasts.
Yeah, but the difference is that there are so many. It's not that you have 20 magazines. You have thousands of podcasts around.
Yeah. So how do you?
I think it's a little bit out of control.
I don't know.
Yeah. Some of them are mini
Estee,
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but here's the thing with podcasting that people don't understand. Everybody gets into it, but it's consistency. And a lot of people want the accolades and the affirmations right away, and they don't want the work and the consistency. And a lot of those people trickle the fuck out and stop doing it. And
I mean, that's the same thing with any art platform. Just
well,
like
they want to be talent.
But
they
for
want
every person that
talent,
stops
and
it,
they want
somebody else starts another one.
They really want to be
Rich
talent.
just says about landscaping.
They want to be talent, Estee, and they also want to. And when that doesn't come, because it doesn't come for everybody. I've been doing mine for a long time. I run a network for the last 8 years, and a lot of people want that immediate. And when they don't, they fade the fuck out and they go away. And the people that do are the people. Look, I just quadrupled my fan base by going 6 days a week. So I have to do a show 6 days, and that content that what he's talking about, it's a lot of hard work and a lot goes into it outside of it, you know, and a lot of people don't want to do that. They want to do one show and collect all the fans and sell out rooms. And that's not the way it goes anymore. So podcasting will die the fuck out once people realize it's not working the way it's working for Andrew or other people, you know.
On the road, before my podcast on the road, I would have to curtain off behind the second row. Now after the podcast, I fill 4 rows. So it's doubled my audience.
That people are trees.
You're doing great, Vic Gay Potato. That's what's up, Vic.
Oh, that guy, let me tell you something. He's getting millions of hits. He's getting millions. Coffee, fucking bread and towels or whatever. I don't fucking know.
That's what you need to do. Start screaming at your bushes.
There is something to not giving a fuck what other people think, having blinders on and doing what the fuck you want to do. That's it. Fuck you, fuck me, fuck everybody, the people that make fun of you, the people that talk shit about you, because I feel like you're doing something right when you become the topic of conversation for envy or jealousy or you're a piece of shit or blah, blah, blah. That's a good thing in this business. I think that you have to have blinders.
People that are really talented and put out a good content out there with meat on it. They're entertaining, they're funny, they're sharp, whatever. There's a lot of people that try to get on the game and they're boring as anything. And, you know, these boring people hurt the good ones because you physically cannot go and check every single podcast. You can. If I'm a fan of yours, I'll tune into you or you. Knowing the comics, I'll be more prone of checking it out. But I'm telling you, for every one good one, there's 10 boring that put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Name names, Estee. Name names.
Amen.
You're right. No, there's a lot of trash out there.
3 of them are in here right now.
It's unbelievable how.
All right. Well, listen.
The problem is it's going to become diluted. And then Spotify pays a ton of money for their podcast. Mm-hmm. You know, they pay a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
to sum it all up, I think entertainment is all a YouTube platform. People are gonna go and gravitate to what they like and what they see, and then just keep fucking with it. And
Well,
are we gonna get back to the lady in the park because I've been waiting patiently?
Oh God, no!
My
it's over.
client.
The podcast is over. It's 9:36. I have a date with my son to play Minecraft.
Hey,
Okay,
that's what's up.
I want to say this has been a good one, Andrew. We don't need to plug anything because you're the fucking. I guess you're the king, right?
You're everywhere, dude.
Yes.
Kill
Say
it, baby.
again though, because I like. I really liked hearing that.
We didn't say you were funny. We said you were the king. Listen, yes. Eric.
There you go, sitting like a girl at a slumber party.
Eric, congratulations on your pilot. And what else do you have to plug, buddy?
Just everything. Erik Rivera Comedy, ERIK Rivera Comedy, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Just
And
follow
what's
me.
the name of your show again that's coming out?
Oh, Ricky and Cricket. You know what? Bobby's on that
Good morning.
list.
And Dory, what do you got, buddy? What do you got to plug?
Well, we got Instagram, Nore Davis, hit me up. And this Friday, I'm recording an album on Zoom.
Nice.
Good for you. That's great.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be fun.
Boss, I'll plug for you. One of them, my wife hates me. I can't tell you, Noam, Estee, I don't know if you've listened to it. The fights that they get into are so real and so fucking hilarious. And I it's like Bonnie is living through my eyes. Because I mean, I know they're in the middle of the argument. She goes, "Your mouth is too wet. Can you?" And he literally had to do that. I fucking almost threw up. My wife hates me. Is a fucking funny podcast. What else you got, Rich?
The Voss Roast is free on YouTube. I'll be in Pete Davidson's movie King of Staten Island coming out June 12th. Is it June 12th? I think Father's Day. And so, there you have it. Voss Roast free on YouTube. Landscaping with Rich on Instagram and Twitter. Andrew, look at your phone.
I have Robert patreon.com/Robert Kelly. I do a show 6 nights a week. Join my Patreon. I have my live from the shed that I shoot here. I also have a tech talk show that I just started up that we're doing, going over cool new tech stuff. And I will be doing a comedy show in Florida next week.
Where?
At the Comedy Zone, Port Charlotte. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. I'm flying to Florida and I'm doing stand-up. Fuck it. And I will be safe.
No, open the club. Let us do a show. Let us do a secret show in the club. Come on.
Come down if you want. I don't care.
On my podcast, we're having Amy Cooper on the podcast on Wednesday.
That's great. Your part and another great podcast, Live from the Table. Noam, it's on YouTube now. They shoot it right in Zoom. It's fantastic. I love it.
So Andrew, just I mean, I don't know what the law allows, but if you find out, like maybe you want to have an audience there.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think we're allowed to do that. I don't think so.
Not yet. Not yet. A little bit longer.
And Estee, of course. Thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hang on. What the hell's going on? What's he doing? Sorry, that's my son.
Oh boy.
Oh God. I'm gonna kill my wife. Oh my God, stop it. All right, Robert Kelly, Estee, I love you. No,
all right,
guys.
I can't believe it. Thanks. I'll see you guys later. See you tomorrow, everybody. Comedy Cellar Nightly. Thanks for checking us out tomorrow, 8:30, same time, same place. Bye.